Hello there, it's Avinam Nirala. I'm back here with my new video. So guys, after a brief break, it's time for us to get ready all over again to witness a lot of super competitive international matches, series and tours. Three different series are going to begin on the very same day post the ongoing break. One of those series is an ODI series that is going to be conducted between two of the current cricketing giants, Australia and India. Let's preview the first among three one-dayers. Do like, share and comment down below. Subscribe to my channel as well. On 27th of November 2020, the Sydney Cricket Ground Sydney is scheduled to host this encounter. Courtesy the extra bounce that bowlers extract out of this venue's regular surface, the batsmen don't really tend to be successful in scoring big as a unit in this particular venue. In average, most teams have posted 260 to 280 runs so far in the one-dayers out there in the first innings. Expect a fast bowling friendly pitch to be installed for this match. Australia usually look to bank upon their world class fast bowling trio or quad in such pitches. If Australia possesses world class fast bowlers, then India also possesses very cunning and result oriented fast bowlers. Hence even 260 might prove to be a pass score for both sides against such pacers and on such a track. Will the spinners shall be a liable target option for the batsmen? So expect spinners to either absolutely rattle the batting lineup or get absolutely rattled by the batters. Courtesy the presence of a bit of clouds that is expected to be overhead during the course of this matchup, don't expect Dew's involvement to happen in the match proceedings, but still expect the toss winning side to opt to field first, especially because they would want to expose the opposition's batters first up while a bowling friendly pitch as such and the ball are brand new. Australia, David Warner, Aaron Finch captain, Steven Smith, Marnus Labuschagne, Marcus Stoinis, Alex Carey wicketkeeper, Glenn Maxwell, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, Kane Richardson and Aaron Zampa. This side arguably is one of the best in the world because it is comprised of some of the best white ball cricketers of current era and also some great cricketers in the making. Both sides are very much dependent upon their super experienced top three. The likes of Warner, Finch, Smith, Maxwell, Cummins, Starc and Zampa are some of the best for a reason. That is because every single one of them are runaway match winners, while Australia will have to bank upon their all-rounders for the fifth bowling option. This apparently looks to be the only weakness that this side possesses. Since last couple of months, the likes of Labuschagne and Richardson haven't played much competitive white ball cricket. That shall be an issue for them, but definitely not a weakness as they have at least been playing some sort of cricket in domestic first class tournament. That trio of pacers is expected to go all guns blazing against India, so beware India. Since Stoinis displayed his abilities as a finisher as well in the IPL, expect him to get an opportunity as a finisher in this particular encounter. India, Lokesh Rahul wicketkeeper, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli captain, Shreyas Iyer, Manish Pandey, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Kuldeep Yadav, Navdeep Saini, Mohammad Shami and Jasprit Bumrah. Since India have taken along a number of white ball openers for this particular tour, it would be interesting to see if their newly appointed vice captain Rahul opens up bats at number 5. In my view, with all due respect to Kohli and his illustrious career, Rahul arguably is India's best batsman at the moment as he is in the form of his career, so the best batsman deserves to play as many balls as possible. Hence, he must open for India in order to gain as many benefits as possible. This whole tour is definitely going to be a huge platform as well as a huge test for Iyer to display his class as his performances as a batsman wasn't up to his mark and standards in the recently concluded edition of IPL. Even against such a super skilled and accomplished bowling lineup of Australia, India's batters are definitely going to look fearless because 6 out of their top 7 batters are coming out of a very good IPL. Don't have much to say regarding this side's bowlers as we know how good have this side's bowlers been in the one-dayers of late. Kuldeep versus Sale toss-up by the way shall be the only real selection toss-up coming up for this matchup. If Hardik isn't fit enough to bowl, who is going to be that 6th bowling option? This probably is the only problem related to bowling that India might face in this clash. In batting, I can't see much experience in that middle order in the absence of MSD, who also was man of the series last time around. A top order collapse might lead up to a batting collapse as well. In the absence of Rohit Sharma, India aren't looking full-fledged on paper, whilst Australia are definitely looking like the favourites on paper with their full-fledged side available on the forte, plus the Australian conditions and Australia's run of form off late in their home also make Australians the favourites to be on the triumphing side, while cricket lovers turn your faces into smiley figures as at last but not least, I'm more than happy to announce that the spectators will be present for this whole tour. Take care.